And we're live. Good morning. Good morning. So where I am in Ireland, it is currently 8 a.m. or 8:06. So do pop in the comments where you're from, what time it is when you're watching this, and yeah, just want to kind of see where everyone's at. So I'm Shauna. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a clarity coach and a complementary therapist, and welcome to my group, The Best You Can Be. So I run a coaching practice at the moment. I'm a one-woman show. It's me. And yeah, I help women gain clarity on the blocks that they experience, whether it be emotional or mental, and I help them work through those blocks and create an action plan so that they can remain working through them and to reach their goals in their life without having any of the stuff bother them anymore. So that's me. Yep, my hair's wet. I just jumped out of the shower. I've got my cup of coffee and we are ready to go. So today I'm going to talk about overcoming challenges, and I know I scheduled an hour for this, but it's probably not going to take an hour. So if you're watching live, say hey in the comments. If you're watching the replay, say hey in the comments. But yeah, just let me know what you get out of this, these 10 tips that I'm going to give you. So they're the top 10 ways to overcome obstacles and adversity. Excuse me. So we have obstacles to overcome each day. How we deal with obstacles and adversity defines our lives. Some obstacles are more serious than others, and you might, like for example, you might crave crisps only to realise that the bag is empty. I don't know how many times that's happened to me. I've reached into the bag of crisps and there's none left, and I feel like, oh no. This is a minor obstacle and the solution is obvious. Get another bag of crisps or stop eating junk food. Bigger obstacles require an effective approach and a higher level of perseverance. So I'm going to go through top 10 tips on how to work through them. So use these strategies to overcome obstacles or adversity. So the first one, you got to take responsibility. Blaming the circumstances or others for disempowering is disempowering. Just like, if you believe the cause of the failure is outside of yourself, then there's nothing you can do to rectify that situation. Take responsibility for the current situation and you maintain your power to change things for the better. There's no point blaming other people. Second thing, control your negative thoughts. Negative thoughts are limiting. It's very easy to go down that dark mental path, and there's no answers to be found there. Asking yourself, why do I always fail, won't provide useful information. You'll only succeed in making yourself stressed, miserable, and less effective. I'm going to just kind of put something else in there as well. Like with controlling your negative thoughts, a good way that you can do that is journal. Practice gratitude. Start every day with 10 minutes of journaling, and then writing down 3 things that you're grateful for and writing down positive affirmations for the day. That's what I do. The days I don't do it, I'm in a bad mood. The days I do it, I'm on top of the world. Okay, so the third thing that you're going to do is focus on solutions. Instead of beating yourself up, seek a solution. Unsuccessful people focus on problems rather than solutions. Be different. Keep your negative thoughts to a minimum and redirect your attention to finding a simple, elegant solution. It's easier to find something if you're looking for it. Focusing on problems only makes them appear more challenging. I'm a culprit of that as well. But you need to remember just to stop yourself and start focusing on the solutions. Okay? The fourth point or tip is view adversity as a test. Imagine that the universe is testing your commitment and cleverness. You can stay positive, find a solution, and make it work. Adversity is a challenge of your skills. So get excited and face the challenges head on. You can do it. The fifth point: exercise. Adversity brings stress, and a few activities deal with stress better than exercise. Hitting the weights or running for a few miles can relieve your stress and provide a new perspective. The type of exercise doesn't matter as long as it's at least 30 minutes and you're breathing heavily by the end. The sixth point that I want to make for this bit is relax. There are few advantages to being anxious. Prolonged anxiety will inevitably lead to illness. The best solutions are likely to present themselves when you're calm and relaxed. This is something that I help with. I suffered from anxiety for a while by myself, and I learned tools and techniques to be able to calm myself, and now I'm no longer affected by it. I still experience bouts of anxiety, that's fine, but I'm no longer crippled by it. I can still go out. And it's simple things like EFT tapping, meditation, hypnotherapy, all this type of stuff can really, really help you learn to relax and also to control your anxiety. So the seventh point that I'm making today is focus on what you want to control. What's the point in worrying about things that are out of your control? Keep your attention on things that you can control. Ask yourself, what can you do to change? And then get busy changing it. There's all these different variables that are out of our control. Like, for example, in Ireland, for us people living in Ireland, will know that you can very rarely plan a barbecue because you can't control the weather. And in Ireland it rains pretty much 70 or 80% of the time. So when you get a really, really nice sunny day, everyone's phone's hopping, let's go have a barbecue, let's meet at the beach, let's go for a swim. But then if it starts to rain, when you've just spontaneously planned a barbecue, do you know what you're doing? Over the barbecue with an umbrella, cooking anyway and having great crack. So just remember, only focus on what you can control and change it if you don't like it. The eighth point I'm going to make is take care of yourself. Eat well, exercise, and get enough sleep. Eating poorly, laying around all day, and staying up all night will only make you less capable. Be at your best, regardless of the setback. Maintain your grooming and your social life. The world is still turning. Be part of it. So just make sure that you actually are looking after yourself, that you're doing your self-care, you're practicing self-care, that you're meeting people who make you happy, that you're not meeting people who don't make you happy. The second last point, so number 9, revisit your goals. Remind yourself of what you're trying to achieve. Visualize the end point and remember how great you are going to feel when that happens. If you're being bogged down in the present, remind yourself of your ideal end point. You got to revisit those goals, guys. And the last point, point number 10, or tip number 10, keep going. Have the courage to continue pressing forward. Winning is only impossible if you quit. You can always find a solution. The key is to keep moving forward. A brilliant book that I read that really kind of set things in motion for me about that point of keep moving forward is 3 Feet from Gold, which is a story about a guy who reads Think and Grow Rich, and it's just it's an easy read. I highly recommend it. And then the last thing I'm going to say, just to kind of wrap up this video, is life is always going to throw you roadblocks at inappropriate times. The choice is either to wither away in misery or to use adversity as a challenge and to take your life to the next level. Adversity is a test of your perseverance, and problem-solving abilities. Challenges in life are universal. No one is immune. Dealing with adversity skillfully separates those that are successful from those that are not. Make your choice. And I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday, and let me know what you want me to talk about next week. Have a good day.